excited to share a little bit about why Bravenly with you guys. So if this is your first time ever hearing the word Bravenly, welcome. We're excited to share a little bit about Bravenly with you. And if you're with us already, welcome. If you're taking a peek and you've been checking it out, we want to just honor your time, but we also want to give you guys enough information so that when you get off the Zoom, you kind of know if maybe this is the right fit for you. So that's the whole purpose of this Zoom. And if at any point you're like, man, I want more information about XYZ, get back to the person that invited you because we have so much information, but we're not going to try to overwhelm you tonight. Okay. So first off, my name is Brittany Beck. I'm a top leader here at Bravenly. Been here a little over 2.5 years. It's been an absolute wonderful journey. I'll tell you a little bit about my story. I got started in this industry as a teacher. I was an educator, and I was looking for a way to make some extra money so that I had money to do things in life. Unfortunately, my husband worked at the school system too. And even though we loved our jobs, we loved our careers, it did not award us the financial freedom that we wanted to be able to do things with our family. And so we were kind of limited on income, and we had a little more month than the money. Anybody ever been there where you have a little more month than money and you're like, oh gosh, what am I going to do here? So we were able to do, the basics, but I seriously got to a place in my life where I was like, you know what? Enough is enough. I feel like we are just doing the things of life, like the hamster wheel of life. Like we're working, we're, cooking dinner, we're cleaning, and we're going back to work, and we're going to bed, and we're starting over, but we don't have anything to look forward to. We don't have any kind of extras in our life. And so I was like, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm going to do something extra on the side. And so network marketing entered my life as a way to do things on the side to make money. And I loved that it was unlimited money, right? I came in looking for $200 a month, but it became much more for me. And I was very grateful that there was no cap. I kind of put a cap on myself when I first started and said, man, what would $200 extra a month look like? I know many of you watching may feel that way too, or you may know somebody that $200 extra a month would give them a little ease of burden. That's where I was looking for, a little ease of the burden, make an extra couple grand a year, be able to take a vacation here and there. That was my goal. And it quickly became much, much more for me. And I worked harder. And guess what? The harder I worked, the more results I saw and the more money that I had. Versus as a teacher, the harder I worked, the more results I had, the more responsibilities I got, and not a dollar more. Okay. And so it was just a kind of a different experience where I was like, wow, if I do more and I produce more, I can make more money. This is fun. Like I like this, And so I really fell in love with the industry, and I fell in love with not only the ability to make money, but to teach others how to make money. And that's really where I found my passion in this industry, was to be able to teach others and train others. So I took my teaching degree and I applied it to this industry, and, magic happened truly. And I was able to create incredible income, but also impact, which is really what fueled me. The income was great, but being able to impact lives has been the best part of this industry for me. And so I found myself about 2.5 years ago needing to make a pivot. Our company had gone through some things that, were tough, and we found the place where we were like, okay, maybe it's time to look around and see what's out there. And I found Bravenly, you guys. And I fell in love with everything this company has to offer. It is a faith-first company. It is a family that are from the field. So it's a field-founded company. What does that mean? The role, if you say yes to Bravenly, the role that you are doing, our corporate leaders have done. They've walked in our shoes. They've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of the industry, and they've decided to create their dream company. And while they did that, they created our dream company. Okay. So tonight you're going to hear from Dana, you're going to hear from Crystal, you're going to hear some of the amazing things that caught our attention at Bravenly and things that we've been able to see as we've been here building here in the field. But I want you guys to know one of the most important things, in my opinion, about a company are the products that you offer. Okay, the company is only as good as the products. Even if you had everything in place, if the products do not provide results and value to a consumer, you don't have a business. Okay, you might get one-time business, but in our industry, one thing that we really love is the residual piece. So if you have products that are really good and people enjoy them, guess what they do? They reorder, which provides a residual income. And I'm telling you guys right now, you may have never heard this word before, but I'm telling you, you have residual bills every single month. That insurance is due. The phone bill is due. The light bill is due. You've got residual bills. And so being able to create an income that is also residual is phenomenal. Okay. So let's think of like a person that, works at a salon. We love our, salon. We love going to get our hair done. But honestly, if you did someone's hair today, for example, you get paid that day. And if they don't come back, you don't make another dollar, right? And so with network marketing, if you're sharing supplements that can impact someone's life and they like the supplement, guess what they do? They order every single month. It's consumable. And so I want to just show you guys really quickly our hero trio here at Bravenly. These are 3 of our most popular products at Bravenly. This is called our Accelerate Trio. And so one of the first products is Ignite. You guys, this will ignite your life. This will give you energy. This will give you mood support. This will give you appetite support. This will get your day going on such a high note. This is one you don't want to miss. Gold is so phenomenal. It tastes like a snickerdoodle cookie. Okay, you can mix it a lot of different ways. It's very versatile. But what I love about this is it's got incredible anti-inflammatory properties, helps with your skin, helps with your immune system, and so much more. Definitely one of our top favorite products. And then in the Accelerate Trio, you get to choose your energy product. Okay, if you're a coffee drinker like me, you might want to choose the Brew. This is a mushroom coffee that helps with focus. It helps with energy. It just lights your brain on fire, and it has appetite support in it as well. So this is an incredible product. So you can get this trio on a discount with our bundle options. Okay, so that's the Accelerate Trio. And if you're not a coffee drinker, guess what? You could choose Rush. And in our Rush, we have 4 flavors. Okay, so we have Grape Rush, which is right here, Pina Colada. We've got our new strawberry coconut, which tastes phenomenal. Definitely my favorite. And then there's also our blue raspberry. And so you can choose your energy product in the trio. And so if you don't know where to start, that's where I would say start. But just so you know, we have things that, like I said, support clean all day energy. Okay. Do you know anyone that could use some extra clean, not jittery, not weird, but clean energy all day? Yes or no? Maybe if you say, I know somebody, it's me, you should be a customer. If you say, yeah, I know somebody, me, and a whole lot of other people, think about sharing this with other people and making that extra income and impact by sharing these products, okay? We have products that support appetite, mood, focus. We have stress support products. We have sleep support products. We have blood sugar support products. We have a hormone support product. We have, like I said, gold, which has anti-inflammatory properties. We have products to fit people's needs. And so when you're looking at a business as a business model, this is something that we looked at when we said yes to Bravenly. Are these products effective? They are. Are they affordable? They are. Do they taste great? They do. So, and are they consumable 30 days? They are. And so it just makes sense if you're looking to get into a side thing to make some extra residual income, partner up with a company where you already love the products, and then you can just share authentically, and it makes life so much easier. So we absolutely love the products. They're created by naturopathic doctors. They don't cut corners. They don't load them full of dyes and flavors and artificial stuff and fillers. They're good, clean products created by doctors that actually care about you and your body. And so that was extremely important to me. They're not Band-Aid products. They're not quick fixes. They actually support the body short-term and long-term. So you're going to see really good results from yourself, but also from your customers. And that's important to be able to stand behind the products that you're selling in business. So that was one of my absolute favorite things when I said yes to Bravenly. And I'm going to be quiet and pass it over to my dear friend, Dana, and she's going to share a little bit about things that she loved and a little bit of her story as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Brittany. I am so excited to be on here with you guys tonight. So like most of you, I started where I was on one of these calls. It's going on like 7-8 years ago. And, you know, really just trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this industry. Before I get started, though, I want to share my name and a little bit about me. So, my name is Dana Bennett. I am a single mom. I have one child, and she just started middle school. She is also on two softball teams. So, we are very, very busy. She made the middle school team and a travel softball team. So, we stay super busy with that. And I am a recovering addict. I have 9 years clean and sober. I also am a retired dental assistant. So that's kind of like what I went to school to do. That's what I thought I would be doing forever. And, my story is not filled with a lot of rainbows and sunshine and all the things. It's actually, I have a pretty hard upbringing and past, but this industry has changed my entire life. And I share that with you because I want you to understand we all are coming from all different types of walks of life. And I want you to understand that this is something that can and will change your life if you're willing to allow it to. So I just want you to be open-minded on this call tonight. I know you just heard from Brittany. You're going to hear a little bit more from me, and then you're going to hear from Crystal. But be open-minded, you guys, because if I wouldn't have been open-minded to this, I was literally thinking about this last night, just sitting on my couch. Like, this industry and specifically Bravenly has done so much for me. And we're not just talking income, we're talking, it's given me friends that I didn't know that I needed. Some people here in this community are my best friends, people I do life with. Being a single mom, we go through a lot of trials and tribulations, and it's hard out here. So having that community and that culture is just so important to me. I've been able to travel. I before this industry, y'all, the furthest I went was probably 6 hours away to like Florida, and that was probably like twice in my entire life. Never got to travel. I was raised by a single mom, so being able to go all over the country, has been life changing for me. So yes, while the income's been great, all of those other things have been incredible. But when I got started in this, like I said, I was a dental assistant, and then I had been a dental assistant for about 13 years, and I didn't know anything about this industry. Nothing. I knew nothing. I didn't know anything about sales. All I knew was dentistry. And so I stumbled my way like everybody else. I was on social media, I was on Facebook, and I stumbled into, I went down a rabbit hole of what this industry was doing for people. I saw people winning on social media, going, to lunch with their spouses in the middle of the day, making extra income from their phone, making posts and things like that. And so I was super intrigued by it. And I stumbled upon many different companies until I stumbled upon my last business opportunity where I finally caught success and changed my life finally. But it took multiple different companies. So if you were on this call tonight and maybe you have been in the industry before and maybe you've never seen success before within the industry, don't give up on yourself, because sometimes it just takes partnering with the right people, the right company, and the right product line and the right compensation plan to get to where you want to go. And so that's kind of what happened to me before, but things changed at that opportunity. But before they changed, again, I was a dental assistant building, as my side gig. It was my side gig. And then COVID happened in 2020. And so when that happened, I was actually, our whole dental office was furloughed. So I took my side gig and I focused on that. But then a month later, I actually got fired from my dental assisting job. So it actually ended up being the best thing ever that ever happened to me, because it made me want to focus more on what I was doing. So I actually took my plan B and turned it into my plan A. And now I am a full-time entrepreneur. I do this full-time. I make a full-time income from it. And like Brittany, I absolutely am extremely passionate about what I do because of the product line and because of the community and culture. I have, I stumbled here to Bravenly because my mentor in Brittany shared this with me. And I knew without a shadow of a doubt, if they were looking here, that I was coming here. I didn't really care what the products were at the time. I didn't know anything about it, but I knew if those two were looking here, that I was coming. They lead with their heart and integrity, and I had been under their leadership before. And so I was all the way in. And thankfully, these products have done a lot for me. I've actually lost about 30 pounds on the product line. Again, being a single mom, I need all the extra energy I can get. And like Britt said, it's not a energy where you're like, woo, and you want to go run 9 miles. It's just a clean feeling where I can get through my day. I'm, 11 o'clock at night, still packing lunches, folding laundry, doing the things, and I have the energy to do that. And I'm not napping anymore, which is a huge thing because as a dental assistant, I would literally get home, take the scrubs off, get in my PJs, and go to the couch at like 5:30 every single day. So no more napping, none of that. But the products have done remarkable things for my mental health, my mood. This last year was not an easy one in my personal life. And, thank goodness I had the product line to help with all of that. But again, like Brittany said, these products can literally help anybody. We have a whole realm of different things. And so I love that. I love helping other people find that energy that they're missing. I have a lot of other single mom friends and, getting them on the product line, hearing their stories, there's power in that. And that is what fires me up, as well as the opportunity. When I help somebody pay their, power bill or their light bill or put food on their tables, a place that I used to be at. I used to have to borrow money from people to pay my bills. It had gotten so bad at one point that I had almost lost my house. I was already dipping into my next paycheck. And so this industry changed every single thing about my financial situation. And, I no longer have to struggle. I can go to the grocery store and pay $300 every single week on groceries and not have to bat an eye because of how hard I've worked in this industry. And one thing I'll close with is, if you are on here and you've never done anything like this before, there's a reason why you're on this call. There's a reason why you're going to hear this replay. And I really think that you should definitely get back with the person that invited you here, because again, there's a reason why you got on this call, you guys. You have to be open-minded because you don't know what you don't know. And again, like I said, if I would not have said yes to this 7, 8 years ago, who knows where my life would be. But the one thing that I love about this industry is you write your income. So if you're hungry and you're coachable and you're willing, you guys, you can take this to whatever level you want to go to. And that was all I needed. And I love that part about this industry, because as a dental assistant, like Brittany being a teacher, yes, I had a lot of tasks. I did everything that the dentist did, but I was capped at my pay. I could not make any more money. And so, that was a big struggle for me. So being able to come into this industry and it's completely opposite. Again, you write your check. So, I'm a hustler at heart. I'm hungry. I like to help other people, and it's absolutely changed everything for me. So I'm going to now pass it to my friend Crystal. But what I want to finish with, you guys, if you are somebody on this call that is looking at this opportunity, reach out to the brand partner that invited you to this call. Ask them the questions, you guys, because we are literally, in the 2 years that we've been here, I have seen this company go through massive growth, but we more recently have gone through massive growth. So 2 years in, and it's actually 4 years in for the company, we're still experiencing that growth, you guys. So don't miss out because you're afraid of the what ifs. Just dive all the way into it and learn as you go. That's what we've all done. And I'm telling you right now, it too can impact your life like it has ours. So I'm going to pass it to you, Crystal. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Brittany. And as Dana said, my name is Crystal Thurber. I'm coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. And I'm going to share some parts that got me so excited about this company. But first, let me share a little bit about my history with you. I've actually been a part of this incredible network marketing industry for over 30 years. Yes, I'm 58 years old. I was introduced to the industry when I was 24. And let me tell you what I was most attracted to. What I was most attracted to, that there was somebody else willing to help me. There were other women willing to help me have success. Now, that wasn't the right timing for me. So let me take you on up to where I was 35 years old, almost 36 years old, in October of 2001. And some of you may be in the position that we were. My husband and I had a little baby married. We'd only been married almost 4 years. And you never wake up and find yourself in debt, but that's kind of how we felt, because we just felt like, how did this happen? But we found ourselves in over 300,000 in debt, not including our mortgage. And some of you are going, how on earth did that happen? Well, you can talk to me privately and I'll tell you that. But let me just tell you, life was miserable inside our four walls. We were charging groceries and gasoline to keep food on the table. I was dodging the mailbox. I was dodging the phone calls. That was back when it said caller unavailable. And half the time that was my mom on a calling card asking me why I didn't answer the phone call. So everybody thought things were great because Mark and I lived in a decent house and we drove nice cars and we dressed nice and we were fit and we were in shape. So people just had this facade that it was different than it was. And I know there's some of you on the Zoom tonight that you feel like when you get up, you pull the red curtains and you start the show. And you let everybody think that your day is okay, that everything is okay, because that's what everybody thought about us. It was like, here we go, let's draw the red curtains and let me put on the show and let me have my good day. Because at my job, I was making a six-figure income, but inside I was dying and we were dying, and financial struggles were strangling the life out of our baby marriage. And you know what else I did at age 34? Mark was almost 39, or Mark was almost 40. So we were 35 and 39. I kept thinking, if I ever had children, what was I going to do? Hit him with the briefcase running out the door? Because I never wanted to be the business mom. I never wanted to be in sales and marketing. That was not the life I wanted. I dreamed of a life for some whatever reason to have 5 little girls and dress them all alike. I'm revealing my background. My background is in fashion design. And I just wanted to dress them like, I had to lighten it up because I was getting a little emotional. But that's what I wanted in life. And here I am stuck in this position. And so my best friend, Marcio Hickey, some of you know her, she had been sharing our previous company with me. She had been trying to get me in it, kept saying, if you would just do this, you could go to the top. I didn't even know what that meant. But here's what I knew. We were making the same income, her in direct sales, me in my job. Now, I'm not saying you guys are going to make that. Somebody can throw the income disclosure statement through the comments there. This was our previous company. And I remember thinking, if Marcy is making a 6-figure income, if she's making $10,000 a month, then I bet I could at least make 1,000. I bet I can make 1,000 to 1,500. And if I can make 1,000 to 1,500, then guess what? I don't have to charge groceries and gasoline anymore. I don't have to dodge the mailbox. You guys, I just wanted to be able to pick up the phone and say hello. That was really where my life was. So I jumped in with her, made that 1,500 that first month. 18 years with that company. The rest is history. We made an absolute fortune there. I'm not saying you guys will. I'm saying that's what happened for me. Retired at age 40, never to look back. That company made some changes, and basically I walked away and I said, this is no longer for me. All right. And you guys, but inside, here's what I missed. I missed all of you. I missed pouring into others, because all I did to build that incredible income, to go out and have extraordinary results was, yeah, there was my goal. I wanted to be debt free by May 2005, right? I wrote that down, but then I poured into everybody else. And in the process, there were several friends that were asking me, you got to find us something. You got to find us something. They found out about my history. You got to find us something. I said, there is nothing. Until that same best friend messaged me and said, hey, Jim and I just joined a company called Bravenly. Have you heard of it? Well, I had, but not from somebody I would join. So there was a 4-year gap, and I want to share a couple of things. Brittany covered one of them, but I want to quickly roll through them because it's good to repeat things. So the number one thing that I love about Bravenly is our leadership. Not only do we have extraordinary founders who Aspen has been in the field, like Brittany said, she's built in the field, and Brent has business sense, right? He has ran his family's business since he was 16 years old. But there's incredible leadership in the field like Dana and Brittany and so many others. And everything rises and falls on leadership, y'all. Where you start at the top trickles all the way down into the company. And that was number one for me. And once I fell in love with Aspen and realized the incredible of Aspen and Brent, I said, okay, let me go and see what else we've got. You've also got to have in products, incredible products, like Brittany said, products that people feel. I took my first products. I was like, holy cow, I haven't felt like this for at least 10 years. I feel I have the energy of a 20-year-old. Our products flat out work. Nobody wants to sit and wait for products to work. And 3, the compensation plan. I'm going to show you guys our income disclosure statement. I'm going to walk you through the exciting things that can happen you here. But the compensation plan pays out 55 cents on the dollar. That is unheard of in this industry. What I had to see was, could large income be earned again? Again, not claiming that you can do that. But can I also help the brand new person just like you, if you're watching, make an extra 500 to 1,000 a month? Why does that matter? Because right now, 50% of Americans are looking for an extra 500 a month. If they can just bring an extra $500 a month, that will change everything. And I saw a recent statistic that Americans actually need $1,100 a month in order to match what they were earning in 2023, right? That's a fact. That's what they need, right? So I saw that we could do that. And finally, the timing. So before I show the income disclosure statement, Dana mentioned this, but I want to tell you guys this. The company I was with before, I watched it go from 70 million to $1 billion in 8 years. I want you to remember that number 70, okay? Because in Bravenly, we were founded on December 8th, 2020. Who does that? Who does that? Founders that believe that that's what the Lord has called them to do. December 8th, 2020, everybody else closing down, and Britton Aspen opened their company up. They knew that the Lord was going to bring the right people. And guess what? The first year we did 1 million in sales. The second year we did 8 million in sales. That speaks to the products. You can't grow like that if you have yucky products, okay, that don't work. And the third year we did 19 million in sales. This year, Dana already alluded to it. March, 2.3 million. April, 3.2 million. May, over 6 million in sales. And guess what? I don't know if it was June or July, but we have already surpassed that entire 19 million that we did last year, on track to do right around 40 million this year. Did you hear what I said? The company, I went from 70 million to almost $1 billion. We're sitting at 19 million, friends. We're right on the cusp. And can I just tell you, that means you are listening to Bravenly when there's about 5,000 active brand partners, and you can go anywhere and truly take advantage of the timing. Look, opportunities don't come around like this every single day. I promise you they don't. I've seen it before, and I'm watching it again, and I get chills every single time I say it. And you know what? I think that income disclosure went right through that down there, but let me just share it with you guys really quick, and I'll close with a couple of things. But I want you guys to see this so that you understand what I'm talking about. I want you to take a look right there at that core rank of director. And I want you to imagine, what would your household like? What would your life be like if you could bring in an extra average of $600 a month? I'm not saying you will, but right here, these are real numbers from real people. You can just take a look at that brand partner monthly average, and you can ask yourself, where would I like to be? What would my life be like if I could do that? You can actually hit any rank in the company without having a single brand partner on your team, because we have a dual-sided compensation plan. And you can earn up to 35% commission on personal sales. On top of that, you can see that you can earn up to $44,000 in bonuses. But here's the bottom line. Let's talk about you. Here's what I love for people to think about, because I had a couple on a Zoom last night that was my age, back at that age 35. And I remember at age 35 doing one thing, taking a look back at those last 5 years and asking myself, at age 35, was I where I thought I would be financially? And it was no way. I never dreamed that in a million years. I want you guys to think about that. Are you where you want to be, or where you thought you would be? If you take yourself back 5 years, are you today where you thought you'd be? Because here's the deal. If not, let me give you the hard news. If you change absolutely nothing, the next 5 years are going to be exactly the same. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. And guess what? But here's the hard part, and Dana would probably cry when I say this, and Brittany too. Your children, they're going to be 5 years older. You're going to be 5 years older. Your debt, if you have it, is going to be compounded by 5 years. So I'm telling you guys from the bottom of my heart, there is nothing like Bravenly. There is nothing like it. And if it's not going to be Bravenly, then what's it going to be? I want to encourage you, take a deeper look, because what we have is real, it's raw, it's the community, everything we have here is everything anybody could ever want. You heard it from Dana, you heard it from Brittany. I want to thank you all so much for joining us tonight. And I want to encourage you, just like Dana did, to get back with the person that invited you tonight. Thank you all so much. God bless you all, and good night.